Good morning everyone, welcome to another one of Alan's Angling Adventures. It's Monday the 13th of February and I'm back up the Honeybridge stream again today for another session trying to catch a chub. Those of you that watch my videos or watched the last one would know I caught that one about 10-15 minutes from the end of the session. Chub of just over £1. So hopefully we can catch another one today. Hopefully we can catch more than one. We'll see how it goes anyway. Weather-wise, it's very similar to when I came up here last time, except it's nowhere near as cold. But you still got clear blue skies. There was a frost this morning, but it's definitely going to be milder, and the water's quite clear today. It's clearer than it was last time. But I'm still hopeful we can catch one. I really am. Basically we've got 6 swims to go at. Now I'm going to go round, before I start fishing, I'm going to go round baiting each swim up with some mashed bread and then I'll have a cup of tea, and then I'll go back on the first swim and start round there and then work my way up here to the last swim, which will be the one where I caught that chub the last time underneath the trees, which is up there. Basically, right, all I've got with me, well I've got all my gear with me, but all I've got with me to take down there is my little landing net that extends. I've got that with me. Loaf of Warburton's bread. Loaf of Warburton's bread for the hook. I've got some worms. I've got those just in case. I've got some cheap Neville's bread, all soaking in there, ready to put in, and we'll go and do that in a minute. That'll take a good 10-15 minutes walking around doing that. And then I've got me trusty 8-foot Omni feeder rod, simple link ledger, a simple link ledger, nothing complicated at all. Couple of gripper stops there. I can make them longer if I need to, if I'm missing bites or whatever, or I can shorten it up. Look, a little hook link there, swivel, about 6-7 inches of line coming off it, doubled over, with 3 SG shots on the end. That's all it is. Really simple. There's no need to make things complicated with this sort of fishing. It really isn't, not in my opinion anyway. Yeah, so we've got 6 swims to go at. Time wise it's nearly 20 to 10 now. Hopefully I'll be fishing by about 10 o'clock, so I won't waffle on any longer. I'm gonna go round baiting all the swims up, and hopefully we can catch some, or at least one anyway. But I'm not working today because it's February half term, so I've got the week off. Well, not the whole week. I've got to work 1 or 2 days this week, but not today. So I thought I'd take the advantage and get up here today while I can, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get out any more after today before the close season begins, because we've only got what oh, that's better. What we got? About 4 weeks, something like that. About 4 weeks to go. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to get out again after today before the close season, but we'll see anyway. This could be the last one before the season finishes. Anyway, enough waffle, and I'll get back to you when I'm ready to start fishing, so see you in a minute. Right, it's 10:05 now. I've been round the 6 swims, baited them up with mashed bread. I've got to tell you, I'm using a size 6 curved shanked hook. That's the one I normally use. So that's the end tackle. So yeah, I've baited all the 6 swims up. If you watched my last video, and you might have noticed at the beginning on the introduction where I show you the stream at the road bridge, and then there was another swim that I showed you directly after that, and I didn't fish it. I didn't fish it because it's so far round, but today I'm going to do it. I've baited it up, so I've got 6 swims to go at. I'm going to start in that swim, which is a swim I've never fished before, so I've no idea how that would go. And then I shall end up, the last swim I fish will be up there underneath the trees as before. And I'll probably get, what is it now, it's 10:05, so I'll probably fish for about 20 minutes each swim, because I'm not going back, so I'll be fishing each swim once. Well, that's the plan anyway, but as you know, those of you that do this sort of fishing, it can sort of change a bit, but that's my plan anyway, to fish each swim once, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can catch one. So it's quite warm now actually, so bright sunny day. I really wish it had been cloudy like yesterday, but never mind. I'll see. I managed to winkle one out last time, but it really was last chance saloon right at the end of the session, and that's the way this sort of fishing can go. You just don't know. I might catch one early on and not have another one, or I might, you know, you just don't know, do you, with this sort of fishing. I'm really excited though, really excited. Anyway, I'm going to switch off now because I don't want to waste my battery, and hopefully I can show you some fish. So I'll see you in a minute when I'm fishing the very first swim at the beginning of the stretch. Right, we're at the first swim. Do you know, I get halfway around here with all my gear thinking I've got everything, and I forgot my rod stand. I had to walk all the way back for it. Still, never mind, we're here now. First swim, never fished this one before, so this is going to be different. This is going to be, you know, I don't know what to expect here, but it looks quite, you know, it looks promising. See if I can get you down closer. So we've got the road bridge there. We've got this bit of slack down here. That's where I'm going to be aiming for, or maybe just this side of those overhanging branches down there if I can. Might be a bit tricky, but we'll just over the far side. Just let the current take the bread where it wants to take it. As I say, I've baited these swims up, so hopefully we can get one, but we'll see how it goes. Now, unfortunately we've got the sun over the far side in the camera lens, so I don't quite know how this is going to come out, but I'll do my best anyway. It's a little bit tricky. So we'll be alright once we get going. Right, let's see how we get on. First swim, first cast. We'll just drop it down and let the current take it where it wants to go. Make sure I've got my landing net with me this time, as opposed to it. Probably need to get her over the far side a bit actually. So we give it a go here for 15-20 minutes, and then we'll move on to the next one. because I won't come back here, so I want to make sure I've exhausted it. So you've got the weir there, small weir there, look, and then you've got this bit of slack here, down here. I think there's every chance there might be a fish down there. Well, I've been fishing this for about 10 minutes, not a sniff yet. We'll give it another 5 minutes here, and then we'll move up to the next one. Right, one more chuck here. Say, not a sniff here yet. Well, I thought I'd give it a go here because it looks quite, you know, promising. Well, it don't look like we're going to get anything in this one, so I think we'll reel in and we'll move up to swim number 2, which is a swim I didn't fish, also didn't fish that one the last time I was here either. So we'll give it a go in swim number 2 and I'll see you up there in a minute. Right, swim number 2. We've got a little raft over the far side there. What do we get on in this one? There's a small raft over the far side there. I've just got it this side of it. So I fished this one before. I have fished this one before without anything, but worth giving it a go. be worth just giving it a chuck underneath that iron bridge. You never know. I'll do that in a minute. I think you've got to explore everywhere you possibly can on these swims, you know, because you never know. Just a slight breeze picking up now. I'm casted out down to my left hand side now. Nothing in front of me and nothing to the right under that bridge. So I've got worms with me today, so I can try them if I need them. I think I need them. I wonder if it's going to be another session where I'm left with the last swim underneath those trees again. Hopefully I can catch one before then. Still it's nice and pleasant up there, so nice to be fishing. So I'm not sure whether I'll get out again before the end of the season, when the close season starts, or not. Another thing, my bike needs maintaining. I've got to sort that out. I mean, I've got up here today with it, but it needs a bit of looking at, to be honest, so I need to do that before I go out again. No sign of anything yet. I must admit, down to my right hand side underneath that bridge I could see the bread on the bottom, so it's not really deep enough really. But to my left it's a bit deeper. Probably be here till about, I've got a bit longer today. I think I might stay here till 3:30, something like that, 4:45, and it's 11:15 now, so I've got bags of time. As before, when I get back to the swim where I've made my base, which is the main swim that I fish, I'll have a bit of dinner again. And I've still got that swim to underneath the trees. It might produce, it might not. Nothing at the moment, no bites at the moment. On swim number 2. A couple of worms on this one. Just see. No harm in giving it a go before we move on to the next one. I have nothing on bread flake yet. Give it 5 minutes here and then we'll move up to swim number 3. Just trying to find those deeper pools of water. That's what it is. That's where they normally are, where it's a bit deeper. Just think it could be just a little bit too shallow here. No sign of anything in this swim yet either. Give it another couple of minutes. So I've tried bread flake and worm. I'm on a couple of worms on this one now. Right, if nothing else happens in this swim, I will see you in a minute in swim number 3. Right, this is the swim I always fish when I come up here, one of them. And this is the one where I've had trout and roach from as well as chub. But I'm fishing it from a different angle. Normally I fish it up there, sitting up there. But this time you can get right down here. So you've got a lovely run, look, lovely bit of water to go at. So I'm going to stay here for about half hour, good half hour, and see if we can winkle something out here. I've still got the worms on, but I'm going to change the bread flake in a minute because I'm not going to mess about with worms too much. I think bread flake is the way to go up here. I just wanted to give it a go. So I've had trout up here, and I've had some roach up here as well in this swim. That was on the float. I think we'll get some bread flake out there. I think that's the way to go. Had my first bite. A couple of taps. That's hopeful. Yes. I'm not going to rush into taking any of these bites. I think I tend to strike too soon. I'll go, you know, go too soon. It's still there. Just little taps. I have to put my Polaroids on. Yeah, definitely. Doesn't look anything big, but you never know. Still there. Just little taps. Definitely fish bites. Oh yeah, it was more of a pull. I'm not expecting anything huge from here at all. As I've said to you before, somebody told me they go up, he thinks they go up to about £3. Well, I'd love one for £3. But you never know, you never know. That's the magic of these places, you never quite know. Yeah, it's definitely there. It's no good striking on that because it's not on there. Yeah, it's taking the bread, so let's put a fresh piece on. Oh, and again, straight away. Yeah. Just got to be patient. I'm slightly up the sun here as well, so I'm not casting any shadows on the water at all. Still there. Still there. Just tapping. At least we know there's fish here. Well, I ain't had nothing yet, but still tapping. So as you can see, this looks a really nice swim, this does. This is the only, you can only get down here for, from about, well, through February and into March. For about 6 weeks you can only get down on this bit. So you've got a lovely bit to go at. I am pinning my hopes on this swim, the swim where I make my base, and the swim under the trees. They're the three main swims that I fish up here that I think I've got the best chance of getting one. And as before, I'll be absolutely over the moon with just one fish. There we go. There we go. I don't know if the camera picked that up, just a little pull then. There we go, and again. It's not the easiest rod tip to pick out when you're filming. Oh, that's got a yellow tip to it. Doesn't seem to stand out too well against the background. Still there. There we go. I'm not going to mess about with the camera. I'll just leave it at this angle for a minute, just in case I have to take it. There, look at that, look. No positive bites yet, just tapping. And you should know when, when you've got a chance of getting it. I'm just waiting for the, rod tip to maybe pull round or something. Well, I haven't had one yet, but They keep taking the bread flake, keep snatching the bread flake off. There's plenty of bites out there though. Yeah, it's back again, look. Tap, tap, tapping. Well, we're in. Yes! Yes, brilliant. Oh, great stuff. Oh, I've been toying around with that for about quarter an hour, 20 minutes. But I finally got a, not a monster, but a nice fish. There we are. Oh, great stuff. Keep still now, mate. Keep still. About a pound, about the same size as last time. There we are. Great stuff. A chub of a pound. Well, about a pound anyway. Great. Oh, I've been toying around with that for, as I say, for about 15-20 minutes. Finally got it. Finally nailed you. Again, not a mark on it. There we go. Right, now I'm going to put her in, put her back down there. Well, that's great stuff. We haven't blanked. So I've kept my record up of always catching a chub on the Honeybridge stream. Right, time wise it's virtually midday. Now then, as I've said 100 times before, you're hardly likely to catch another one from the same spot. Occasionally you might, if you're lucky. So we're going to give it another go, because there might be more than one down there. So I've had a bite every time I've put it out there. So let's give it another go. Another thing, I changed the angle of my rod tip as well. I had it at an angle, instead of having it straight out, pointing straight to where the hook bait is, and that made a big difference as far as hooking it. Right, let's try that. Will we get a second one in the same spot? Oh, I'm really pleased with that. Say no monsters, I know. But you never know, you know. I'll be well happy to catch fish of a pound or so, chub of a pound or two. I won't be surprised if we don't get nothing else now here. So we'll give it another 10 minutes here. I'm not coming back. I've got 2 other big swims to go for. You know, the swim where I make my base, where I normally fish further up, and then the last one under those trees again. So I put him back further up, but as soon as I put him in, he made his way back down this way again. So he's probably come down to tell all his mates. I think what I will do, certainly next season, in the new season and that, once that starts, in the autumn and winter next year, or next season I mean, I will fish for chub more on the actual main river. I think I've got more chance on the main river of getting a bigger fish, a bigger a bigger one. It's not to say that they're not, there isn't bigger ones in here, but if I want to try and beat my £3, I think that's probably the way to go. But this is brilliant, coming up here, fishing these sort of places. You don't really quite know what you're going to get size wise, and you know, I think I'll give it one more chuck here. I think that's going to be it here. Put a fresh bit of bread on and make it one more, because they were on it straight away before I caught that. Once again, it could have been just that one, or it might have been, there might be more than one down there, but he's obviously swam back and told the rest of them there's somebody out there trying to catch you with a hook and a piece of bread. Don't go anywhere near it. And they've probably taken his advice, but we'll see. Make this the last one. Just casting it out there and just letting the current take it where it wants to take it. Nothing else at all now in here, in this bit, in this swim. Another minute or two, and then we'll move up to swim number 4. Actually, the swim number 4 is just the other side of those old bits of broken tree and dead tree laying in the water. It's just a bit further up from there. I don't normally get any bites down there, but you never know. So we're going to give that one a try next, before we get to the one where all my gear is. Well, I hope it's still up there anyway. Nah, I think that's going to be it here. So just the one fish and out, but at least we've caught. Right, I'll see you when I'm in the next swim. Right, I'll bypass swim number 4 simply because it's too shallow. You can see the bottom, so I think it's a waste of time there. So I've come up now to the swim where I make my base. You can see that I've got all my stuff down there. This is where I make my base. So I've got this swim to fish, and then I've got the last one under the trees. And I think we'll flitter between. It's up past 12 now. We've got bags of time. I'm not going to go back down there again now. I'm going to flitter between these 2 swims for the rest of the session and see how we get on. So at the moment we're on 1 chub of £1. Let's see if we can make it 2. Putting them on, taking them off, putting them back on again. The sun is right in my eyes here, so see how we get on here. I didn't have anything from this swim the last time I fished it, nothing at all. For the first time, actually. So that last swim I fished, straight away, as soon as I cast out, you were getting bites. on the first cast, and it didn't stop. The bites didn't stop until I caught that fish, and then after that I just had 1 or 2 taps, but then it went dead. It certainly does seem to be, doesn't it, with this chub fishing, that if you don't get a bite within the first 10 minutes, it normally means there's not down there. I do find, personally, I do find that I seem to do better and get a better bite indication when I've got my line pretty tight and the rod at an angle, instead of having the rod pointing at where the bait is, straight out, you know, straight. I find it's much better if you have it at an angle. Yeah, it's a bite. Better make sure my landing net is extended because I'm up quite high. That was a bite. And again, oh, and again. So they're here as well. That's encouraging. I just had a cracking bite. It really pulled the rod tip right round, but it wasn't on there. I'll keep persevering with it. There's definitely fish down there. That looks as if it could have been a, you know, bigger fish than the one I had earlier. It was a proper wraparound. Oh, this is exciting. This is. Another proper pull, but she ain't on there. Oh, it's a proper pull, that was again. Might have taken the bread. Oh, it's still there. Definitely still there. Oh, no, I thought it might have been on there, but it isn't. I should have left it. I should have left it. Oh, it's still there. Gosh, this is exciting. This is it. It's still there. Oh, Christ, that was a pull. A proper pull. Probably taking the bread off. Isn't it marvellous? I've lifted the blooming camera up to try and show you a bit. As soon as I'd done that, it really pulled round. Might have taken the bread off. Judging by the bite, I would say it's a bigger one than the one I've caught this morning early on. I think I'm going to have to bring her in and then put her out again. Don't think it's still there. I think the bread might have come off. That was a proper yank, that was. I just go to switch the camera off and it pulls round again. So it's still there, still bread on the hook. There it goes, there it goes. I don't know if the camera's picking it up because I've got the sun right in front of me here. I'd love to go round to that last swim under the trees with 2 under my belt. Boy, this is exciting. This is. It's still there. Every so often it pulls the rod tip round. I'm not bringing her in yet, because there's obviously still bread on the hook. Oh. Come on, mate, just take it. Just take it. I love watching these chub bites develop, and that's brilliant, really exciting. I say this, to me, this looks like a better fish than the earlier one, a bigger one. But of course, you don't know. So I'm almost certain that one I lost under the trees last time was a decent sized fish. Every time I go to switch the camera off, put my finger on it, it wraps round. It's almost like it knows. Well, I really thought that was on there then. I really did. A proper wrap round, and it kept going as well, but when I struck into it, it wasn't on there. There's definitely some fish down there. Ah. I've got to get one. I've got to get another second one. I really want to get a second one. That was another proper pull round. It's 1:30 now. I've just had a bit of dinner. Still the one chub to show for it at the moment. The chub of £1. But I've had plenty of bites. I've still got that swim under the trees to go to, which it's back again. Oh, is it on there? I think it might be. No, it's not. Oh, keep going. I'll tell you what. No, put a piece of fresh bread on. A piece of fresh bread. Right, it's twice now. I thought it was on there. So close to it. So close. Give it another go. Right, it's 5 to 2 now. Although I've had plenty of bites here, and decent bites as well, proper wrap rounds, I'm going to move to under the trees because it's gone a little bit quiet the last 5 minutes. So I want to spend a good half an hour under those trees there, which is the swim I had the chub the last time I come up here. And then we'll probably come back here and probably finish off back in this swim. So let's see how we get on. Hopefully I've got everything, although it's not too far away. If I need to come back for something. Actually, take So at the moment it's still just the one chub. As I say, better than nothing at all. Now I've had plenty of bites, all of them in the last 2 swims I fished, which are probably the main 2 swims up here really. But I'm really intrigued to see if we get anything again under the trees here. I'll probably stay here till about 3:30. It's a lovely pleasant day now. I've even been able to take my coat off, which is nice. I wonder if we see our friend the robin again. Anyway, concentrate 100% on trying to get a second fish. If we do, great. If we don't, it doesn't matter. It's no big deal, but at least I haven't blanked anyway. Right, here we go. Now I'm going to have to be a bit quiet down here because, as I say, it's so close to where they possibly might be. Try and keep my rod down low. I pre-baited it earlier this morning, but I've also put some more in there now. Even though it's like slop. Sure my landing net is pretty close. Oh, right next to me actually. I might just have seen some very, very faint taps. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh. Damn. Bloody hell. That's a proper wrap round. Thought it was on there. Flipping hell. Oh my god. First cast. Thing is, how many chances am I gonna get again? I really, really thought that was on there. As I said just now, instant, straight away. missed the opportunity yet again. Taking it the first time, I should have done. Bites have gone off since I had that last wrap round. I missed the chance. I will try in a couple of other spots here as well in a minute. There's a down there. Possibilities. I'll try again under the trees there where I didn't went last time. Right, it's 2 now. I've just had to put my second battery in, so I'm going to be a bit careful now. Probably got about an hour left now to try and get one. To try and get another one. Let's put a bit of fresh blood on. Time goes so quick. It really does when you're enjoying yourself like this. I'll give it another go here and then I'll try in a different spot. You know, just let it drop down and it takes it underneath this tree branch here. That's it. Oh, this is exciting. It is exciting. Just the one fish to show for all the bites I had. Right, it seems to me like they've moved, so I'm going to give it a go down there. Just down there. Never fished that bit yet before. Try it there, and then I will move in between those trees there a bit further round and try round there. Right. Ah, the bread's off. The bread is off. I'm not going to fish that little bit next to me. There's a load of snags down there, I can see them. So I've moved a little bit further round under the trees. He's just here. I can actually see the bread wafting around. Well, nothing under the trees, nothing back round there. So I've come back to this bit again, the first bit. Well, those couple of really decent bites, so I'll give it one more go here. And then I'll end up back where I've got all my gear. And we'll finish off there for the last 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Looking increasingly like just that one fish this morning. Again though, plenty of bites, but sometimes they're not easy to hook, these chub, are they? You know. Unlike last time when I fished here, it gave me several chances before I finally caught it. This time, a couple of decent bites, missed it and it's gone. So we just give it a few minutes before we move. So I'm not sure if I will get out again before the close season starts, but we'll see. If I can't, then I might see you in the close season. I might have a tent session, I don't know yet, we'll see. As I say, I've got to get my bike serviced and everything, so if not, I shall certainly be back on the river again for once the new season starts. It doesn't look like it. I think I might as well spend the last half hour in that swim where all my gear was. I had some decent bites there as well. I can't believe how quick the time goes when you're fishing, when you're really enjoying it. You know, it's 20 to 3 now. I suppose I started fishing about 10:30. By the time I'd got up here and I baited all the swims up first before I fished it this time. It's a beautiful day though, really is. Blimey, you wouldn't think it was mid-February. It's more like a spring day, May, you know. Right, I don't think I'm going to waste any more time here because I'm not getting any bites, so I'm going to move back to the last swim. The swim where all my stuff is. Give it another go there for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then we'll call it a day. So I'll see you back there, unless anything happens in the meantime. I'll see you back there in a minute. And this is the last throw of the dice now. I'm back in this swim again where all my gear is. Well, I've had some decent bites, but unable to hook anything. So I'll put in some more mashed bread. Let's see. About to go and get my flask, and there was a tap then. Yeah, there's definitely a bite there, I think. It'd be great if I could finish off with one now. I think there's one there. Yeah, the old rod's starting to bend a fraction. There's a few knocks on it as well. I want a positive bite. Definitely fish there. My cup of tea can wait. It's like a football match, isn't it? You know, you're in added time and you need to score, you desperately need to score a goal. That's how it feels. So if I do get out again, if I do, I don't think it'll be a chub session for the next one, or which definitely would be my last one of the season if I do get out again. If I don't, I'd like to thank you all for watching my videos. It's much appreciated. And so hopefully next season. See, the more I go, the more I do this river fishing, the more I'm learning, the more experience I'm picking up, and you know, it's like these chub bites, when to take them and when not to take them. There's definitely something there, but this could go on for quite a while. Right, I'm going to have one more. I'm going to have one more fresh bit of bread, and this really is the last one this time. So frustrating, it really is, with these fish, with these chub. Right, this is definitely the last one, whether I get a bite or not, it's the last one. Wrong spot. Oh dear, Alan. Let's try it there. Right. 3:15. Wish I had another hour or two. Well, it's nearly 3:30 now. I'm packing up now. I've been up here long enough. So it's just the one chub. Caught, I don't know, somewhere around midday-ish or just before midday. That chub of £1, which was nice to catch. You know, I'm not going to complain. At least I've caught one. I've had plenty of bites, especially this afternoon, but not able to hook anything. So, to summarise the session, another very enjoyable session. I really did enjoy it. I don't know, as I said before, I don't know if I'm going to get back out again before the close season starts. But anyway, enjoy your own angling, definitely do that, and thank you once again to all those that have subscribed to my fishing channel, very much appreciated. And if I don't get out before the end of the season, before the season, you know, the close season starts. I might get out in the close season, maybe on a pond or somewhere, do a bit of tench fishing. I don't know yet, but if I don't, I'll see you all again on the next season, back on the rivers again. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.